Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 8. Today, I have an idea. And that idea is basically a pretty quick plan to make a lot of money. And that plan is hosting. We're just going to host a lot of stuff. Well, we're not yet. I'm actually going to go ahead and get another server room before we host a bunch of stuff, because we do have some money to spend. So if I get a little server room even like that and just unify those styles, so unify the styles like that, if I put a nice door there, I can go to servers and I can spend a bunch of money just putting a bunch of these in here like this. We're of course going to want some lighting as well, so if we do that and that and that, we have our lighting set up. Select all of the servers, of course, and then merge them together. Go back to here, go to servers, and we're going to name this to hosting server. That is not how you spell server. There we go. Hosting server, we'll rename it. It's a relatively powerful server, which is a good thing. And if we go to deals, we want to put all of this stuff onto the hosting server. And the reason we want to do that is because while £159 isn't a lot, it's £159 per megabyte per second. So it's actually a lot of money. It's a lot of money for hosting, and yeah, I'm gonna happily take just all of that money, just every bit of it. We're just gonna take all of it. Let's also make sure. I mean, the thing is that's an operating system that can take a lot. That can potentially make a lot of money. I'm probably gonna need a more powerful server. Is what I'm gathering here. I'm probably gonna need a more powerful server, but we should be okay. We're currently marketing good old Thalo, which is fantastic. Marketing bug blocker there. But we should have a fair bit of money come in tomorrow if hosting works out. Yeah, we're on, yeah, we got a lot last month. Yes, £600,000 from hosting. That's kind of ridiculous. What's more is, wait a minute. Oh god, I put them on the wrong bloody server, didn't I? Okay, well that, and that can be redelegated to the hosting server. There we go. So, yeah, I can actually, I can probably do a lot more there, but I really don't need to. 600,000 from hosting is kind of ridiculous, is what that is. So, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let me look at automation here, see what you're up to. So, here's a thing I want to do with my core team, and I also want to do with my marketing team. So automation's quite interesting indeed, because what I can do with automation now is I can actually set this up so that it will hire a certain number of each thing. So in this case, we've got 3 marketers. I can set this to hire, 10 marketers at any one time, 3 programmers, 3 designers, 3 artists, whatever. I can set a preferred age. I can determine whether they're going to be well educated or not. And I can actually set a cooldown on how often they get sent off to be educated. So this is good. This is very good. This makes it possible to do what I was doing in the previous season, which was basically have one team of programmers automatically set to programmer and all that stuff. You can do that basically. It's it helps a lot. And what I've just realized is you can actually, something I've been saying for a while is I would love the ability to have it automatically select my marketing team to market something. Turns out you can actually do that if you do basically project management, which will automatically make software and just go nuts with it. So that's something I should probably do. You can set it to be developed by the core, marketed by marketing, support team would be support, server would be the hosting, for example, and then SCM would be main. Not going to be doing that just because I'm not interested in project management. I am, however, interested in automation in terms of HR management. So we're going to go to employees on here. We're going to go to me, and we're going to educate me in HR management for 3 months, which is a good thing because it means that I can automatically hire people and automatically send them off on education. So that is only a good thing. But here's another thing I would like to do. I would like to start making some different things. Our most recent release here, I just covered my mouth. Our most recent release, I should just do a whole video like this. Let's try talking like a regular human being. Our most recent release of Phalo was preceded by Bug Blocker, Word, and Vector Frames. And I reckon, I mean, Phalo has not been a success, which is not good. It has not made me much money at all. So I reckon I'm gonna go in and I'm going to immediately make a sequel, which is gonna be obviously a game. It's gonna be using whatever engine. What have we got? Great here. Not very many active users there though. Maybe that one would be better. Yeah, well, we'll go with that one. Real 4D6 is what we'll go for. It's gonna be a first-person shooter. It's gonna have physics, music, dialogue, AI, local multiplayer. Did Halo 2 have mod support? I imagine so. I mean, Halo 2 was one of the big selling points for Windows Vista, and we know how that went. So we'll go with that. Wheels and joysticks, we don't need. Cutscenes, we do. QA, we need. 3D graphics, we need. Advanced cutscenes, no, and mocap, I don't think so either. So that should be fine. It's a pretty intense development. It's 2 years. It's a bit risky to do that, but we should be okay. We'll go for Ink Studio 13 on this because it's a more recent 2D editor. 3D editor is going to have to be Render Sculpt Premium 4. And the audio tool will be, I guess, Amplitude Pro 10. There we go. So that, yeah, approximately 2 years to make this. The server is going to be the main server, or sorry, the server is going to be hosting, and then the SCM is going to be main, because we can probably do it. Then the price is going to be £40. And it's going to be a sequel to Phalo, called Phalo, not to Phalo Blue. There we go. That's that's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. And this is going to run on, I guess, yeah, Tiger 5 with 14 million active users. That seems that seems reasonable to me. Let's see. So the feature is superseded by 3D graphics. Physics is fine. I mean, motion capture, I'm tempted to, why has this gone down? Is something actually helping me here? Like, if I take that out, this is weird. What if I add Tiger 5 back in? It adds some stuff, doesn't it? No, I don't know. It's very, what's happening there when I take Tiger 5 out? Touch support is suddenly there. All supported operating systems must have touch tone. Okay, so it doesn't have that. Okay. And VR hasn't been unlocked either, so fair enough. I want to know why that is, why that's green though, or orange though. That's very strange. Whatever. I will do motion capture just to knock the innovation up a little bit and see if people are gonna go crazy for it. Let's develop this. And we will start marketing this as well, so we'll give that to marketing rather than the core team, and start the campaign. And I guess, you know, this is a good time for the company. We're making a nice big game here. We're getting almost 1 million on hosting deals, which is fine by me. And I reckon what I'll do is I'm actually going to expand the building, or expand the land that way, and I might expand it that way as well. That's a bit expensive, but yeah, let's do it. So I've expanded my land, which is, you know, it's important to expand the land. And I'm going to get the cars out of there and basically force people to park up that way. Is my thinking. Is that horizontal parking? No, that's vertical parking. So do vertical there. So there's a nice big parking space. And I reckon we probably want a new studio because we're working in a pretty small space. So we probably want an actual sort of, I guess, games development studio. So let's see what we could do here. I kind of want something that's going to be really effective for the teams to work in. So let's do this room by room. Let's have this be, I guess, we'll make the entranceway just here. So that's going to go 2, 1 diagonal. It's going to come along like that, and it's going to go like that. So that's going to be the entranceway. I want a hallway that's going to come down this way a little bit for about 10 units and go 2 into there. So that's going to be a hallway, and on this hallway, I'm going to want some, I guess, lounge space, which can be, say, 6 by 6, which is a good size. Then off the lounge, we'll do a couple of bathrooms just inside of the lounge, and a couple off of the hallway as well. And then that seems good to me. So that's going to be a hallway going that way. That seems good. In fact, it might be worth sort of linking that around so that employees don't have to always go through the reception to get to this lounge. So let's do that. So that is one hallway, which means the development rooms are probably going to be back here, or the development room, because I think what I want to do for this particular alpha is not necessarily focus on operating systems, because that's a really easy way to make money. I think I want to do a lot of smaller stuff, like games and like CMS stuff and like word processors and hosting, and see if I can make a lot of money that way, because obviously you can make a buttload of money off of hosting. But I want to see what I can make money off of as well. I want to see if I can do it off of games and CMS. The problem with saying CMS is that I want to say CMS systems, but that would be content management systems, which is just silly. So yeah, need to not say that. Okay, let's bring this over to here and up that way, and I think that could probably be an office of some description. Actually, no, that can be the maintenance room. That's where we're going to put all of our heating and cooling stuff. So let's do some central heating just there and there. Then we'll do a few air conditioning units just around there as well. So that's going to keep the building nice and cold, which is excellent. So that kind of means we're going to want another hallway. Coming back this way a little bit, we're going to go 12, 2, 12, and 2. And I guess I will do an office just there. I guess that could work, but I kind of want to do that, do 4, do 1, and bring that down. I know that's a really difficult shape to work with. I'm fully aware of that, but I kind of want to give myself that challenge. In fact, I could probably make it a lot easier to work with if I do this kind of thing. So if I do... No, because that's going to make it look really bloody strange. Hold on, let me delete those and try that again. So if I go 1 angle... 2... No, that's not 2. 2 angle 1 and down. We have the little indentation that I wanted, so we can now then do the same on this side. So 1 angle, 2 angle, angle... That. I'm trying to say what I'm doing. I've done it. So those are going to be some offices, which I reckon could be important to have. So we'll just do something like that and that. That window is not the same size as the other one, though. So take that to there, take that one to there, and there. And actually just do one big window in the middle rather than... No, actually, I like the two smaller ones. I kind of like the two smaller ones. I like having that that bar between them. That's pretty good. That works. Okay. This is actually working kind of well, which is super nice. We'll do that. We'll leave that. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Okay, so we have a reception. We have a lounge. We have room for bathrooms. A few of them, not that many. And well, I guess I could add more space for bathrooms here, couldn't I? If I do something like this. So if we do that, we have room for 4 bathrooms in what I assume is going to be... I assume. I mean, I'm designing the bloody thing. It can kind of be whatever I want it to be. But I think this can be our giant development room. I like that idea. So let's do a bunch of doors there, and a couple of doors there, and there. We'll do a nice big door there for the lounge, and then there for the development room, and then there for the hallway, and for that hallway. In fact, that hallway could probably have a glass door, now that I think about it, because it kind of goes to, I imagine this is sort of a more public hallway, and the lounge is a little bit more public as well, but this one's a little bit more closed off because it leads to some offices. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Do some doors like that. Do some doors there for the development lounge, and that's pretty much going to be the building, I guess. We'll do a couple of windows there, and a couple of windows at the corner, and just space these out fairly evenly like that, and do a couple more there. Okay, so that lets a lot of light into that hallway. As for the maintenance room, I guess I'll do some small windows, although they look kind of silly. Hold on, let me see if I can I just get away with one air conditioning unit? Because if I could, that would just be excellent. And I could probably do that on that side as well. I'm not too worried about the windows being blocked. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Let's do the entrance there. And so that's going to be the way in. That's the reception. This is going to need some windows at the end, and I think I'll just do 2 windows like that. This office could probably do with some windows on the side. That and that? Sure, we'll allow it. That's fine. We can just imagine there's curtains on it or something. As for the development room itself, I don't know. I think too many windows in this is going to look kind of silly, but too few is going to look a little bit stupid as well, because it's a really big room that kind of needs a lot of light. I guess do glass on that wall, do 2 there, 2, that was 1, 2 there, and then just spread them out like that, and then 3 in the middle. Sure, that works. Okay, let's get the furniture in here. Okay, the new building is done, and I kind of like it. I think it's pretty good. This hallway's a little bit bare right now, but that's completely fine. We're going to get rid of that old receptionist, the old reception desk there. We're also going to go ahead and change the rooms out a bit. So this is no longer going to be for the core team, and this is no longer going to be for the core team as well. And it's also no longer going to be a leader's room. I said it's no longer going to be a leader's room. There we go. This is now going to be the core team room, and this is going to be the core team leader's office. There we go. Okay, so that should hopefully be a decent working space for the core team. We should see a lot of new people get hired to the team as well. If I didn't do automation, did I? No, I still need to deal with automation. But we should see tomorrow a the core team moving out to the new office, which should look kind of excellent. There we go. Fantastic. That looks pretty good out there, if I do say so myself. It's a nice office space. We've got the receptionist there. We're probably going to want to get another cleaner. Let's just get a second cleaner to deal with the fact that we have this new bloody big building at that. I like it though. I am very happy with how the building turned out. Although I want to make a small change. I want to just do a fence down to there, because those trees are annoying the hell out of me. So we're gonna do a fence like that, and what we'll do is just put the put a gate, say, oh, you can only have them that wide? Okay. We'll just do a couple of gates like that, I suppose. Maybe not there. Maybe just not that one. Let's see. Can we do room colors? Exterior is just gonna be like white, I think. There we go. So we've got no trees there. We've got a little bit of a fence along the front, which looks kind of great. I'm actually very happy with that. I think it looks good. Now all we need to do is wait for me to get back from education so that I can start doing automated hiring. This room actually looks really bloody boring. I need to fix that. What's the environment in here? 200%. Let's get it higher. I mean, 200% is all right, but it's not 300%. And I reckon I can get 300%. So let's do a bunch of paintings along those walls, and that's a couple of plants on these desks, like so. All right, and then I want to do. What else do I want to do? I want to go to office, and I want to get some more bookcases, because I think those could be, well, that's in the hallway. I think those could be kind of useful. You know, that'll at least boost how good everyone is. So what's the environment? Oh, it can only go to 200%? Okay. I did not know that. I think the floor is part of the problem in there. Let's change the floor to just be, I'm actually thinking darker wood floor, and then select all of the desks and change the desks to be white. I think that looks a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a little better. It's still a dark room though. Let's change the interior wall color to something a bit bright. That's nice. That actually kind of matches the chairs a lot better too. And now everyone's gone on vacation. What's the bet that I'm? Yeah, there we go. Of course I'm back today. All right. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to core team. We're gonna go to automation. What do we got currently? How many chairs do we have in here? We have 23. Okay. So if we do 8 designers, 8 programmers, and 7 artists, we should be good. So that's fine. That's the split we're going to have to go for. But we are going to need to just lay off the entire the entire core team that we currently have, which I don't feel good about. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to fire the 9 workers on the core team, including you. You can go as well. There we go. Why? Hold on. Why are you here? If I turned automation on, I haven't. No, that's marketing. No, what? Why? Can I? Why? Oh, there we go. So it's just me. Right. So what was it? It was 8 programmers, 8 designers, 7 artists with a budget of 100,000. There we go. I want them to be about 25, and education's going to be on, and we're going to let them have a cooldown there, and they're not going to be forced into a role. So let's enable that. We should see a nice number of people come in here who will all hopefully be focused on the correct thing. Why is there only 10 of them? There we go, 11. So we should see the new core team coming in, which is very good news. No one up there, which is what I want to see. Are we looking? We're at 23 people. There should be one more, though, shouldn't there? We should have one more. Hold on a second. So there's, if I select those, there's 23 chairs in there, and there's one in there. We should have 24 people on the core team. Unless we've got some ridiculous salaries here. Now, 50,000 for the salaries of the core team. That's a bit pricey. But we do have 208% compatibility. So I'd say we're probably alright. What are we looking at? Age. What's the oldest person in the core team now? 34. Okay. That's a little bit better. A bit of a younger team, which is completely fine by me. And I'm realizing half of them aren't even going to be showing up to work, because there's going to be a few of them who are out getting educated right now. So if I look at these guys, you're going to see, like, you are in class currently getting educated. You're actually one of my artists as well, which is nice. But yeah, these guys are... A few of them are at work. You're in class, so... Yeah, a few of them are getting educated, which is fantastic news, because it means that they're going to be better at what they do. It does mean that Phalo Blue is going to be delayed a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm also really pleased with my office over here. I think it looks excellent, albeit a little bit bare. I might want to fix that. So let's have a look and see how much we're making off of deals currently. £623,000. That's not bad at all. How are we doing with the servers? The server actually has 19% load on it, so let's have a look and see if we've got more deals. We absolutely do. Let's just take all of them. What the hell? We'll take all of these hosting deals, and I guess we'll upgrade the server as we need it, because it actually does look like we can get some pretty high bandwidth on some of this stuff. So maybe we'll upgrade the server now. That might be a much better idea than waiting. So let's do just a little extension like that, and let's do something like that, and then we want to merge those rooms into one, and we're going to want to go to furniture, server, grab all of these and place them along there. Grab a few of those. Let me just change my rotation so I can't do the angled ones. Then we'll just do something like this the whole way along, I guess. Not necessarily the most efficient layout for servers, but, you know, it's something a little bit interesting, I suppose. Also fits in pretty perfectly, which is nice. So we'll do that. Those ones are the wrong bloody way around, which is just excellent. So you guys need to be rotated. There we go. So those are all the correct way around. Let me select all of them and connect them and make sure that my servers are main server. Server 44 is going to be renamed to hosting server once again. Rename. It's not actually as powerful as I'd necessarily like it to be. Oh yeah, the load's gone up to 88.6%. Yeah, there's some fairly intensive stuff on there. But we might be... Oh, yeah, oh, God. What do you mean I'm headed for bankruptcy? Do you care to explain? Come again? I just got 3.9 million from my deals. Why did my bills just come to 2.9 million? That wasn't even construction, that was just my bills. I want to have a look at that next month. Why did my bills just come to 2.9 million? All of a sudden. That seems very, very strange. That server's under 90% load. We probably want to upgrade that just again. Upgrade it even more just to make sure it doesn't, you know, doesn't crap itself or anything. Because that really is the last thing I want right now. I really don't want to run into a situation where the servers fail and I'm, you know, hosting software for a whole bunch of companies. That is not a good thing to have happen. Bloody bright in there, isn't it? It's that's a very, very bright room. We need to get some cooling down there though, so let's go with the industrial cooling fans just along that wall there. That'll keep it nice and cold. How powerful is that server now? That's much better. Server 56. Let's rename that again to hosting server and rename. There we go. And let's have a look next month. How much are we going to get? Again, apparently I'm heading for bankruptcy. That's interesting. My deals, my bills are currently 3 million. Why are my bills 3 million last month? Like, where is that coming from? Is that just like electricity? Because if it is, then I guess it kind of makes sense with the number of servers I'm running. But, well, no, it doesn't. That is 3. Yeah, that is 3 million. That's ridiculous. Maybe that'll go away. I mean, I'm getting 8 million from deals, so I'm still making a pretty hefty profit. But I'm not okay with like 3 million on deals. That's just kind of silly. A lot more people wanting hosting here. Let's see. You can go up pretty bloody high in your demand. Let's take that one and host it and accept. That should be another nice little addition to the amount of money we're raking in right now, which is just, it really is just silly amounts of money. I mean, I'm okay with it, but it's what, part 3 of this series, and I mean, I get it. You know, last season we were raking in even more money. Are my bills are dropping slightly, 2.7 million this time around. But still a lot. That's really strange. 2.4 million on my bills there. I still really don't know why. I haven't taken out a loan, have I? No. That's really, really bloody strange. I'm kind of confused by that. Whatever the case, let me look at all companies. Let me look at my company. We are... Yeah, we're way down there. We are way down there. I want to look at my stocks is specifically what I want, because I want to go ahead and buy my own stocks. And I reckon I can actually, yeah, I can afford to buy out my entire company, which is useful. I've now bought out my entire company. I have a 100% share in Clungy, and the interesting thing is I can sell my stocks if I want to. I'm pretty sure that is actually a thing you can do now. You can sell your stocks, and as a result, you can sort of have a very interesting thing where releases and development and stuff like that has to be approved by the shareholders. But I don't think I want to be in a situation just yet where I have some guy in a suit saying, well, you're not releasing that because I think it's shite. So I think we'll hold off on that. I'll back up to 11 million. Yeah, I just lost a lot of money on stocks. Getting 5.5 million from deals and still paying 2 million on bills. I have to imagine that is just because of the load on this server. 109? Oh, that's 109 different... Yeah, that's processes is what I should be looking at there. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're up at 14 million with 5.1 from deals. I mean, money's good. Money's definitely good. Let's do a quick minigame. Let's type some words. Hash. Oh, hash. There we go. Great start. Array. Continue. Public. Private. Group. Matrix. Switch. Matrix. Array. String. Double. Decimal, while, interface, group. They've all gone home there, which is really not good, because it means that these multipliers are not going to be all that effective. But if I can stack up some multipliers when they get back, that could be good. And I'm trying to... Oh, I missed it. Static, array, end, switch, float, case, begin, decimal, virtual, go to, array, continue. Oh, bugger, I messed it up again. Forget it. Doesn't matter. 3 employees went on vacation. My reputation is actually rising as well, which is super great. 1.7 on the bills and 4.7 million on the deals. Still raking in that money, though. Let's go ahead and take a couple more. Let's just get these all onto the hosting server. This is such a great way to make money, apparently. Oh, God. Have I got a whole bunch of my core team employees on education today? Vacation, okay. Oh, no, okay, I see. So most of them, yeah, they're all in actually, one of them's in class, okay. You're actually a very good designer, too. Excellent. I really love the amount of automation systems that are coming to Software Inc. It's interesting because it's actually less game to play because you can just automate so much of it. But I'm actually really enjoying the fact that I can automate my hiring and not my firing so much. I've never seen an automated firing system. But I like that I can automatically train them. Like, that's something that was always quite tedious, was, you know, the whole education thing, because you have to go through, you have to make sure that after 3 months in-game, you're sending them off again, and you often forget, so it's kind of great. 5 million, 1.9, okay. I'm very much okay with the fact that I'm just getting millions off of hosting. It's kind of great. Unfortunately, not actually getting any more deals recently, which is a little bit alarming. It would be good to, have some deals, but whatever. Let's just get Phalo Blue out the door and possibly also hire more marketers. Do I have a marketing team leader? Let's see. Who has the highest skill and lead? You do. Okay, well, you're going to go and get educated as a leader for 3 months. Then when you come back, well, I'll change your role to lead right away. That's when you come back, we're going to then send you off for another 3 months on HR management. So that way, we can have my marketing team have a similar situation where they're hiring just the best people they possibly can. You're getting a £890 raise because you're now a team leader. Sure, enjoy. Well, it's January 2006, Phalo Blue is in beta, and we have a whole bunch of hosting jobs, which is nice indeed. They can all be pretty intensive on a server, but I'm just going to take all of them and see what happens. Can I select multiple ones at once? No, that would be great if I could, but apparently I can't. So let's accept you. Let's accept you. I'm really, it's risky selecting this many. It really is. This could wreck my server. The load's up at 30%. Which is okay. Just depends what it's going to go to tomorrow. 30.95. How much am I getting from deals right now? 5.3 million. Not as much as I thought I would. Okay. Okay. Is my marketing team leader back? I think my marketing team leader might be back. What are you up to? You're at work. Okay. Excellent. Let's educate you in HR management and get that started. Because having more marketers would probably be a good thing. I also realize we're still marketing Phalo. We probably want to stop marketing Phalo. We really don't need the extra 40,000 every month. We're getting more than enough from our hosting here, even though it is taking 2 million every bloody time. Well, my marketing team's currently on vacation, which is annoying, but we can still do the automation that we want to do. So, if we enable this, well, first we're going to want to see, we've got 3 people in marketing. This is their office. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want 4 more people. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold on, what? I'm counting this completely, there's 7 desks, so we want, let's turn this into the marketing leader's office, since that makes sense. So, in total, I'm gonna only ever want to have 7 marketers. And I think the way you do that is you would just set this to hire 7 marketers, since automation works based on, I guess, how many desks there are? I'm taking a risk, but whatever. Let's set the budget here for 50,000. There you go. And preferred age is going to be like 30. And education is going to be fine. There we go. So we should see... I did enable that. No, I didn't. There we go. We should see marketing go up to 8 people, yeah. Because there's 7 desks in there and 1 in there. So that's marketing improved, which is excellent. So we should see all of those new people come in. There we go. And then I'll go to a meeting. Oh, lovely. I actually really like this little meeting room. It's small. The entire core team can't fit in there, but a small portion of them can, and I just like to imagine that it, you know, little kind of mini meetings for the core team. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Anyway, we are super close to having Phalo Blue get released. It's got a hell of a lot of bugs in it. Probably gonna have about maybe 3,000 by the time it's done. It certainly looks like it might. And I also love the fact that these teams are just super compatible. 148% marketing, 208% on the core team. Like, they just work together super well. Phalo Blue, ready to release. Let's go ahead and release it to the world. We're going to market it, of course. Going to give it to the marketing team. And support is going to be done by the core team. And when that starts rolling in, I think is that a sign that there's been a ticket? Yeah, there's a couple of tickets coming in. Marketing's done. Support is underway. Everyone's going to be going home in a second. What are we going to get on Phalo Blue? A nice amount of £592,000. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. It's a masterpiece, apparently. Okay, is there any research I can currently do? It'd be nice to be able to do some research, but yeah, it doesn't really look like it. There's nothing that's been unlocked recently, so yeah, something tells me like you guys own that. The audio tools here, no one has audio compression, but I also can't. Owner none. It's annoying. Why can't I own it? I would happily own it. We've also got another hosting deal, which we'll put on the hosting server. There we go. But we are on £77 million, mostly through hosting, let's be honest. But that's not terrible. 77 million in December 2006. We just got 592,000 for our second game, Phalo Blue, which comes almost 3 years after the first one. It still hasn't made a profit though, which is interesting. The first one did. It made a profit of 1.2 million, which really isn't that much when you think about it. But that's not bad. We have a reasonable number of active users, not all that many. It'd be nice to see more than that, but I think what we're going to do is immediately get working on something else. I think we'll maybe start working on the next one. Let's see. December 2005, we had this released and it was great, so let's use Rail 4D7 and an operating system Penstop X5, which is mediocre. Does it have VR though? Oh god, this doesn't even have... Really? Rail 4D7 doesn't have 3D graphics. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a game engine for the next Phalo game. It's gonna have 3D rendering and I guess 2D assets? No, we're gonna do 3D assets. Advanced shaders, shadows. We're gonna have HD audio assets, I guess. Visual editor, visual scripting. Networking, physics, scripting, and QA. This is going to take approximately 2 years thus far. The 3D editor that it's going to... Oh god, we really need to build this from the ground up, don't we? Okay, so what we really need to do is get make a 3D editor and an audio tool. And possibly a 2D... Okay, well, we really need to We have a lot to do. We need a 2D editor, a 3D editor, and an audio tool. And then we can make our game engine, and then we can make our game. Because I want Phalo Green, the third entry in the Phalo franchise, to be the best game that's ever released. So, we will start with a 2D editor, which is going to have absolutely everything that it possibly can. So, that's going to take more than a year. That's fine. What is this going to run on, though? This is the question. December 2004, we had an outstanding operating system, Sloth 9, get released. 10,000 on the license, a lot of profit, 5.6 million active users. Tiger 5 released 6 years ago with still 14 million active users. We did release Phalo... We did release Phalo Blue onto Tiger 5. But is it as good an operating system? Is the question. Like, can I do Sloth 9 and Tiger 5? And keep all the features I want to? I think I can. Okay, well, I'll do that then. We'll go for Sloth 9 and Tiger 5 for this 2D editor, which is going to be about £100. It's going to be a follow-up to Vector Frames. But, I don't know, do we want to just go with Vector Frames too? It's possible. Alternatively, I could go for something completely different. Such as Alizarin Crimson, as the name for a 2D editor. We're really rolling with this joke, aren't we? Let's start developing that. It's fine. We'll start developing it. We're going to market it. I really should have kept it in... Oh, that should have been internal, shouldn't it? We really should have kept that to ourselves. Huh. No, it's fine. We'll release it to the world. So start the campaign to market that. That shouldn't take too long to make, but whatever the case, doesn't matter because we're not going to be doing it today because that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you kindly for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Software Inc. Alpha 8, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!